So today we're gonna check the hives, and you can see that we have our top ones on with like the queen excluder, and we put that on, and our flow stuff, and he's gonna show you, my dad is going to show you how they work.
So those are the side view of the flow frames. There's a bee up in there. Here's the end view. You can see we've got bees up in there already. So they're up in that chamber. I don't think they're filling too much yet, but those are the valves that we'll harvest them from. And then up here is where we turn the key. But there's bees probably in every chamber there. There's a ton of them over on this side. So, and then in here you can kind of see, you can see a few bees in on that, on those flow frames. So this box over here is the one that has the 2 wired frames and the 3 flow frames. So there's their flow valves, and then we'll access that one from up top there. So they're up in the top chambers. Now we just need to let them start filling it full of honey. I did pull the sugar jars so that they can start collecting nectar and making their own honey. Today we are going to basically, we're going to get into Hive right. I do want to check the bottom 3 frames that weren't completely drawn yet. My guess is they're probably all drawn now. I think we might shift one of our newly drawn frames up top over into the brood chamber so she has some more brood frames. So we'll just do a quick inspection there, and then we're basically kind of done inspecting them this summer. We're going to leave them alone. We'll view them through the windows, see if they're filling stuff up. We might pop the lids to see if they've started capping cells. But I don't think we'll be getting into the hives too much more. We're kind of going to let them go and see what they can do. So let's get suited up and we'll get started. All right, let's do this. We'll get into the hive and check things out here. Oh, the top box has lots of bees in it. Wow, that's great. Great to see. They are not pulling wax on any of our frames yet, so you know what I'm going to do? We'll leave this on and pull it from, we're just going to pull from the lower box anyways, so we'll just leave that there. We're going to pull from right here. There's our queen excluder. Just leave that by the side there. So the 3rd frame in was a newly drawn frame, and you know what? I think I may have switched them already. We'll see. I'll get into them and see what they look like. Ciao, girls. Coming in.
That's a lot of honey.
Oh yeah. Ton of honey. So that's a honey frame, which we knew. Another honey frame. Very heavy honey frame. So this is the one that they had drawn out that I wasn't sure if she was going to start putting brood on or not. Oh no, I did. Okay, so I switched them. So she's got brood and larva.
And honey.
Starting on the middle of this thing.
And honey on the other side.
Yep. And she's got some brood on there, so I actually did flip them, I think. That one was a honey frame, and I put it outside with the other honey frames. And then this one was the frame she was the brood Oh yeah. So this is the one they started brood on in the middle of a honey frame. So no sign of her. So that's cool. This next frame, I believe, is another brood frame, because she has been creating quite a bit of brood up in her upper box. So yeah, this is a brood frame, that whole thing. So that's all I wanted to check in the top box, is that I have those in a good order that they can keep working with. So those are all good to go.
I think it's always so cool to see the bottom box.
Right.
Because that's the longest.
Right.
And I want to see how, like, I don't know why, but I just, like, want to see how old the comb is. Like how it looks. I don't know why, but...
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. Back together, and we'll get into that bottom box. Why don't you go ahead and pause that, baby?
Okay.
Alright, we're getting in the bottom box. Alright, so I got the queen excluder back on. We're just going to pop this top box and get into that lower box and see what those frames look like. Okay, set that there. So the frames that were not drawn last week, this first frame had nothing on it at all.
So that will be our progress.
Yeah, we'll see if they've started anything on it. Looks like they may have cross-combed a little over to it. So yeah, they're on it. Unfortunately, they are cross-combing over to it.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Dad, since it's such little comb, I think we should just get rid of it now.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to pull both of these, because they're kind of cattywampus now. So we'll pull both, maybe. See if we can get to both of them here. See if we can pull a move off or so. Oh yeah. So that frame on the front there is awesome, but I need to get them off of that cross comb. So they've drawn the comb out on that. They've got pollen and nectar on it, but they are cross combing on the back frame. So let's see if we can get them off of here. Yeah, see, I got to get them spun off of that back section there. See, that's an unwired frame. That's what's frustrating. Dan's got all my wired frames. So maybe we'll try and get this swapped out with one of our wired frames. I don't know. Somehow I gotta get this comb straightened out. Let's make sure first and foremost we don't have a queen on here. So we don't. Let's set that down real quick so we can see if I can spin these things. Yeah, see, this one's starting to go in the right direction. Okay, don't fall off of there. I really don't want them having this cross comb on here. See if we can get both of those put on a little differently here. So they're getting combed out. Not really perfect, but that's kind of why I like to do wired frames. It helps guide them a little bit. This comb here was complete, or not completely, or was almost completed. Let's see what it looks like real quick.
Dad, I've had...
So she's already brooded this one out. She's got drone cells on it. So it's almost complete now.
Dad, I've had 4 bees try to sting me.
Have you?
Yeah.
Good thing you got your suit on, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get this button back up and we'll get out of here. They've definitely almost finished all their work down here, so that's the good news. It's a busy hive. Let's see if we can get some of this comb stuck to the side of the screen. There we go. See if that'll get them going in the right direction. Maybe we can do the same thing with this one. Get them going off of this corner right there. Alright, let's see if that doesn't work for keeping them moving in the right direction here. Okay, go for it. We'll button that up, let them finish drawing it out, and hopefully next time we get in here that'll be a completed frame, and they'll move up into that honey super and start working on that. And we're good to go. Ooh, they're getting angry.
Yeah, I think we should button it up now, Daddy.
Alright, let's button it up.
Okay.
Alright, so we got into this one yesterday. They do have the 2 frames. One of them they had cross comb. And I fixed it last week and it's done. They finished combing the whole thing out. It's straight, it's perfect. The other frame's also finished. I moved them both together. She's using them as brood frames now, so she's got lots of room to keep brood going in this hive. It should start getting a little busier. We'll button this one up. Both hives are going awesome. We'll let them go and see how much honey they can make this year. See you guys.